What's up? Oh, let me go into full screen. So that was the worst weekend of my life. And it should be for everybody else too. The fights were entertaining, but if you have a heart, you don't have one anymore. I'm talking about Max Holloway, of course. My featherweight goat, and I don't care what anybody says, man. That's my goat. He needs some time off. He said in his post-fight speech to come back, he wanted to come back summer and at 155. Yeah, don't ever fight Topuria again. It sucks cuz you wanted to get it back, but I cannot see that ever again. Max getting knocked out, dude, you can't even put that into words. But I mean, at 155, obviously he's probably going to defend the BMF belt. Well, maybe. I don't know. But there's a lot of options, obviously, at lightweight. From Oliveira, Hooker, Poirier, so many people to fight. So that's exciting. Still my hero. And Ilya Topuria. Hate that guy. Nobody likes him. He's literally a supervillain, dude. I know you saw his house with his freaking hyperbaric chamber in the living room with doctors walking around. He's literally a Red Skull, dude. But his next fight, it's supposed to be against Volk. Nobody wants to see that. What do we want to see, though? We want to see Diego Lopez. But it's not competitive, man. Dude, the thing with Topuria is, and yeah, I'm going to say his name wrong on purpose. I hate this guy. There's nobody at 145 is beating this guy. Obviously, he's going to knock out Volk again. It's I'm not even buying that pay-per-view, bro. I'm just not going to do it. It's a nothing burger. Yeah, Volk loses to Topuria. Diego Lopez, guess what? He gets destroyed too. And those are the two best chances other than Evloev. But, I mean, that's not going to happen for a while. Diego Lopez, he's dangerous for, the first 2 rounds. But Topuria he's too good, man. He's too good, and it's fucking bullshit. I hate this guy. But Lopez doesn't stand a chance. I mean, it was literally because of the Dan Ige fight that I'm there's no way. His boxing defense is horrible. Horrible. Look at these bottom images. He just has his hands together like he's iCarly and just gets pieced up this whole 3rd round against Dan Ige. And yeah, it's on short notice, but what happens when Topuria is pressuring you in the 4th and 5th? You're going to be this tired. And he's going to get knocked the fuck out. If Dan Ige is almost knocking you out, number 14 ranked, what's the most dangerous featherweight alive ever going to be doing to you? I mean, Diego Lopez, he's cool and stuff, but this Dan Ige fight, I know it's not his most recent fight, but it's what do you have against Topuria that's going to destroy him? Because the whole reason that Topuria is so good is he does not respect you at all. He just keeps coming forward. He takes the center of the octagon. And he's going to do that to Diego Lopez. He's not going to respect his power, not going to respect his grappling. And he's going to mog him. It's going to be brutal. And, I mean, Diego Lopez's last fight against Brian Ortega was good, but, it's Brian Ortega, man. I don't know if he's the same Eagle, bro. I just don't know it, man. I mean, he came out. And let's not beat around the bush. This guy did not look like a professional athlete when he came to fight in his last fight. It wasn't that good. It wasn't a good look for Brian. Obviously, he's been a top contender, but I just don't think he's it anymore. I think something was gone, especially from his last fight. And I'm going to also talk about how an hour after I see Max Holloway get knocked out and we're all grieving, I open up Instagram. This is the first thing I see, bro. Why is this the first thing I see after Max Holloway gets knocked out? Dude, oh my gosh, bro. He's trying to mog so hard. I hate Brian Ortega for this, bro. Come on, man. Okay, but after that, what do we got? Oh yeah. So what's a real test for Ilia Topuria? And by test, I mean we want him to lose. Well, it's Islam. I think if you do this fight, the two most smug fighters ever. And I'm a big Islam fan. Like, I like Islam. So I am praying he beats Ilia. But this is such a good buildup. Both of them think they're like John Jones, basically. Like, it's gonna be really fun trash talk, I think. I honestly don't think there will be any respect. Like, because both think they're so amazing that it's gonna turn into this big fight. Big broken English fight. And it's the most skilled matchup ever. I think of all time. I mean, if you're knocking out Max Holloway, you can knock out anybody. Anybody. And his base is grappling. Ilia is freaking good. Dude, I'm scared for Islam. I'm scared for Islam. Islam has to smudge grapple or find a crazy finish because at any point Topuria can just knock him out. So that's scary. I think that's probably the biggest fight you can make right now. I can't think of anything else. So yeah, I think this should be the real fight. But I think what am I even saying? I think Topuria is because he's got no competition. There's nobody at 45. And like Evloev's undefeated, but nobody wants to see that fight. Nobody wants to see that fight. It's the only fight that's a real fight for Topuria is against Islam right now. And then the co-main event of 308 was also freaking depressing. I love Robert Whittaker, I really do. And I made a video talking about how I think Khamzat was going to walk through him. Well, that happened. That certainly happened. I thought it was going to be by KO. I really did, because Robert Whittaker is a bit chinny. But Khamzat still broke it. He still broke his chin just with a submission. I hope Rob gets better, but there's no, like I said in my video, there's no way this guy's going to be fighting for a belt ever again, especially after that. Like, he's going to have to fight at least 3 more guys to even be considered, but he's not going to finish anybody because he's proven to not be the craziest finisher. And it's like, what names can he build off of to get back to that title picture? Because, I mean, the only person is Sean Strickland, but it's like, is that really an entertaining fight? Like, if they fight, it's going to be a decision fest, and it's not like Khamzat just skipped the line. Spoiler alert for the next slide. Khamzat just skipped the line against Strickland to fight DDP because he was exciting. There's no way that Robert ever fights somebody and finishes somebody to that level to jump ahead of whoever would be next for the title. But yeah, I think Khamzat, he's got to fight DDP next. I think it's either going to be a super entertaining build-up or super boring. Khamzat was obviously, he came in as Khamzat this week, and like, I still like Khamzat, but it was very, very toned back and wasn't like this murderer that he was before. So I think, like, if DDP, he's one of the greatest trash talkers ever, but if Khamzat is like how he was this last week, then it's going to be super boring and one-sided. And Khamzat just goes, I don't care, brother. I killed this guy. Don't care, brother. But if he goes back to like going insane, like, I kill everybody, I kill you, then it could be super entertaining. The other thing about this matchup, obviously it's going to be a chess match. No, it's not. This is going to be this is going to be like 2 Clash of Clans barbarians fighting. That's what I imagine this fight as. And it's just a question of whose plot armor is gonna crack first. I mean, Jerkus will fight jumping forward with both hands and feet, closing his eyes, trying to knock the other person's head off. And Hamzat is he's just a crazy guy, bro. He's crazy. I think this fight would be just super insane to watch. And here's the thing. I know somehow DDP is going to, like, the first round, Hamzat's just going to be super scary, but Jerkus is just going to, like Hamzat will have mount and Jerkus will just, like, get up and, like, push him off or something. Like, it's just going to be super dumb and won't make any sense. This is a fight I'm really excited to see. Other than that, I don't care about talking about any other of your fights. Just don't care. We don't care. Other than that, I don't think there's anything more to talk about. On this week, I want to make like a longer type video about like building like a UFC card in Japan. It's gonna be badass. So if you want to see that, stick around. All right, see ya.